If you are making the top hat form, it's going to have three parts to it. A top hat has a brim, the sides, and the top. So it requires three tracers. They look like this. And you'll need two pieces of cardstock to be able to get them all done. So we'll take this one and fit it into the corner nice and straight so that you can just trace these two edges here. The other two templates will not fit on this paper, so we're just going to get the side from here. But we'll save the scraps for other people. We'll get all of our parts cut out before we put them together. So there's that one. And then with my other paper, I can trace the brim, and the top. We'll save this scrap for later because someone else might be able to use that. We need to cut this inside part out as well. You can poke your scissors through there and then get to this pencil to cut it out. But if you have trouble doing it that way, you can simply cut a nice clean line into where the pencil begins. Follow your pencil around like this. Now we don't want that to stay open. We need to tape it back together, so use the clear tape on little piece on both sides. Okay, now that piece is ready. And finally we'll cut this one out, the top. Now you're done with the tracers, you can put them away. And here are your three parts. First, we're going to get the side together. You have two short sides of this and two long sides. We want to tape the two short sides together so that it creates a cylinder, like that. In order to do that, take a piece of tape, put it on the edge so that some of the tape is hanging off. This is the sticky part. So when I pull this around and make that paper line up, then I can press that tape flat. Then add a little bit more so that one strip can go along the top and fold it over the edge for some extra strength. And the same thing on the other end. Put the tape on so it's hanging off a little bit and turn it over. Okay. So that is our cylinder for the side. Okay. Now this, the brim, fits over that. Like this. Adjust it a little bit right there. And I want to just tape that in place, and the way that I'll do that is just use some small strips of tape to put partly on the brim and then folds down to hold it onto the cylinder, like so. Do that in 4 or 5 places. You don't need really long pieces of tape. Keep them short. They're easier to manage. Using more would just be wasteful. And one more. I'll turn that over. I've got the top hat like this. And the top is going to be taped in place there. And again, I use just small strips where I'm putting the tape on so that some of the tape hangs over the edge. I'll do 5 or 6 small strips like this. The tape's going to kind of act like a tab. Now I place this on top and press the tape down. There is my basic top hat form, and I'll want to put my name on the underside. Now that hat is ready to decorate according to your theme.